Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our interview with Torsten Larson. Torsten is MetricStream's GRC Advisor. He is a specialist with over 20 years in the industry, and he's focusing on third-party risk and cybersecurity. Torsten, thank you for coming to our interview today.
Boris, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. So today we will do a chat about best practices for building cyber resilience with GRC. Torsten, let me first, please let me know about yourself and your role at MetricStream.
I've been in this industry for a long time. Really have spent quite a bit of years in the cybersecurity space and the overall GRC space as a whole. My role at MetricStream is as GRC Advisor. GRC is one of those spaces that it really helps to have somebody on your side to help guide and direct, where you want to go and what you want to do. And that's what I do here at MetricStream.
Fantastic. So let's talk about cyber risk, our topic today. Because what is it from your expertise? How have the last 2 years and even last few months changed the landscape for you or for risk practitioners?
It feels like the last 2 years have just flown right by and have accelerated a lot of the cyber risks that are out there today, right? With the quarantines and the coronavirus and the different things, we really saw this forced maturation of cybersecurity risk analysis, because we went far beyond what we traditionally believed as our edge of the network, and really had to mature quickly. So there's been a lot of things that have changed in the last 2 years. The adoption of zero trust models and different things like that have really changed the landscape. And it's been a very interesting time just in the last couple of weeks, where we've seen, lack of a better term, some cyber warfare going on, as well as, the US government coming out and saying, hey, make sure you've got all of your doors closed because, we believe that there's going to be some major things happening. So it's been a very interesting couple of weeks, as well as the last couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. So we went through pandemic, now war. Now people started to think about hunger, food shortages, and even supply chain issues. So what do you see yourself as the biggest risk factors at this time?
I think the biggest risk factors this time, again, is the extension of the edge network. People working from home remotely, and that still presents a major risk to organizations, but also the supply chain, right? We have found out that third-party risk plays a major portion, not only from a cyber perspective, but from a supply perspective, and how that impacts organizations. And so, in culmination with everything that's going on in the cyber world, we're finding out that our relationships with our third parties are becoming more and more centralized to the overall risk mitigation within an organization.
So can you tell us a little bit more about what programs can mitigate these issues, and how MetricStream probably can you share some examples in the real life situations from your expertise?
Absolutely. So, MetricStream is a GRC company. We're a GRC platform. That's all we've been for the instantiation of our organization. And we're really focused on helping organizations centralize a lot of their siloed activities, right? Cybersecurity, cyber risk, plugs right into enterprise risk, plugs into audit. And so we're really bringing all of these organizations together and being able to share data, be able to make decisions quicker based upon available data that is not siloed. I've seen in many organizations where the cybersecurity team is going and doing one thing, your risk team is going and doing another, your audit team is trying to audit, doesn't know what's going on. This again helps bring that all together underneath one umbrella, and you begin to have the same taxonomy. You're using the same language regardless of what side of the fence that you're on, and you're being able to correlate things a lot better, because when it comes to risk and cyber risk, it doesn't happen in a silo. If something happens within an organization, it is going to have a ripple effect across that organization that we need to be able to measure. And, one of the things that is really coming to light is risk quantification. Being able to say, hey, you know what, we understand that there's risk within our organization, and we're going to quantify that in a dollar value or a monetary value to be able to explain that to the boards and the other folks that really need that information. And I think, if you look in just the last couple of weeks, the SEC is going to start is looking at starting to require people to disclose breaches and ransomware and different things like that, as well as the federal government. So what we're saying is being able to centralize all of that data into one location underneath the GRC platform makes it a lot easier to do these tasks versus everybody independently operating and trying to, not step on each other's toes inadvertently. But that's where GRC really comes in and solidifies that ability.
Fantastic. Okay, because we have a short format of 10 minutes, maybe last question. For example, if somebody who is listening to this episode and wanting to implement a solution, what are the first steps to take?
I think the first steps to take is one, contact us, obviously, but beyond that, look at the processes within your organization. See where you have needs around, audit or risk in general, risk management in general, cyber risk. Look and see, because a lot of times we'll have organizations come to us and it's one department. They're like, we need a GRC tool. And as they get in and start seeing what's going on and how things operate, it really changes to, wow, this other department could do this, it could benefit from this, and this other department. So it organically grows. And so one of the things, especially where you've got budgets in concern, is, bring in other groups, because that's what GRC is it's bringing groups together underneath one umbrella.
Okay, fantastic, Torsten. Thank you very much for your time. And maybe next time we will discuss more in details. We have also a format for the more detailed episode, and we will talk with you guys regularly.
Awesome. It'd be great to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.